the OnlyLeedsBros show.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Only Leeds Bros for the match build-up. Feels like a big one, Dylan. I'm a little bit nervous, probably for the first time this season. Leeds United versus Sunderland tomorrow night. How are you feeling, Dillo?
Nervous about this one. Nervous about this one now, I have to say. Buzzing to be back to everyone. I just enjoyed a few days off there, Dan. I don't know about you, it's just straight in, no kissing. But yeah, no, it's good to be back. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is buzzing for tomorrow. I think Sheffield United and Chris Wilder's really starting to wind me up a little bit. It's like a blue bottle that's doing your head in. Just, you know what I mean?
A little blood just won't go away.
But we need to keep our momentum going. We can't be solely concentrating on Sheffield United and other teams. We need to do our bit and hope to God that Melia doesn't make any howlers. That's for sure.
That's it, Dylan. Like, it feels probably to me again, and it's kind of like when these games roll around. I know Sunderland are a good bit behind us, but it feels like tomorrow, if we beat them, go 10 points ahead of them, it kind of puts them out of the automatic race, doesn't it? And obviously, with Sheffield United winning yesterday again, they seem to always get over the line, even when they're not playing well, they're winning games. And we said the same thing about Ipswich last season, didn't we? That they're going to slip up, they can't keep this going. And somehow Sheffield United they've not been playing great football, but they're always seem that they have that winning mentality, don't they? And they won again yesterday, scored in the last 10 minutes again. Luton picked up all 3 points, returned back to the top of the championship table, have really, I think, put a bit of pressure on Leeds. I am probably feeling for the first time in a couple of weeks now. Felt like we were kind of sailing there, didn't it, for a while? You know, we're a little bit untouchable. It's getting to that stage now. It's getting a little bit squeaky bum time. And I'm kind of start thinking today, what if we don't pick up points tomorrow? Bramble Lane the next week is a massive one, isn't it? Massively. Like, if Leeds, don't pick up all 3 tomorrow, like, it's going to be a big game either way. But, if Leeds slip up tomorrow, it's big, isn't it?
I think we're more annoying. I'd rather see Leeds go out and win well. Like, obviously, maybe all buzzing, just keeping that momentum, keeping that pressure go. But then kind of come to the tail end of the season and, lose against someone that's in the bottom half of the league, and you're kind of saying to yourself, it's for real. Like, all the hard work has been done, and now you want to start acting the maggot now at this stage, if that's what you want, So, yeah, look, I just genuinely think, regardless, we need to just focus on our game. And the pressure would be more. Just seeing a comment there. Ian Ward actually did pop up. The pressure is
comments anyway. While we're here, Danny says, "Smash a like and subscribe, please do that, lads. We're about 20 odd away from hitting 1,500. So yeah, please smash a like and subscribe."
That's mad. That's mad.
Oh yeah, unbelievable, lads. We get 1,500. Yeah, that's just asking how everyone is. Muggy said no sound. Yeah, we had to take the intro sound out of the start, guys. Yes, so just a nice, quiet, calm countdown. Amy Clark says, "Evening, lads. Evening, Amy." Ian Ward is in the building. Hope you're keeping well, pal. Evening, Darren and Dillo. Hope you're well. We're really, really good, mate. Really, really good, I have to say. Peacock of Whites LUFC says, "Hi all. Hope you're keeping well, pal. It's a while since we've seen you." Michael Brother says, "All good." John Redmond said, "Good evening, lads." Evening, John. Hope you're keeping well. I think are you going to Camden tomorrow, John? No, there's a good few heading in for the match tomorrow, so it should be a good one in the Camden in Dublin. Let's hope we're not feeling good headaches. Had 9 hours sleep since Friday. Whoa, Danny. Hope you're all right, pal. Hope all is good. And agree, Dillo. Dillo, Daniel Farke's presser. It was a couple of days ago now. Felt like it was a little bit early, a bit preempted before Monday. But give it to us. Let us know what did he say.
Yeah, more or less the same with the Bamford situation. I think everyone under the illusion of what Fark said in the previous press conference that Bamford should have been back in training. One a little setback on his recovery form. It's looking like another 10 days for Bamford before he's back in team training, which means another couple of weeks before we see him in a lineup, in a squad, or even travelling. Regardless, Walber obviously still out as well. He's going to be out till the international break, 6 weeks. 6 weeks out, give or take. So, yeah, more or less, the two of them boys, that's really it. Kind of good. The question was asked to Fire considering last season. I think we had a few more injuries lined up last season. And how he's feeling about it, and the workload and the work ethic at the minute. And it's he's quite pleased. Very pleased. I think we all are, to be fair. I think the injury list hasn't been as bad as what we thought, apart from
Hasn't been bad.
obviously Ampadu and Gruev, but like, they're back now, you know. Other than that, everyone else is available, which is, you know, brilliant. But I touched on about Mez. I feel like there's a lot of pressure going to be on this goalkeeper in this match, lads. A lot of pressure. I think Sunderland fans are going to get behind him and try and rattle him a little bit. But the question was asked about how Fark has dealt with, well, Melier actually, sorry, has dealt with the issues of Sunderland from the past. And, you know, he just praised him. He basically said that he was a big boy. He needs to kind of just get on with it. And he showed good signs in training. He's happy, and his development has been very good as he continues to grow. That's more or less it from the Melier situation. But we're moving on. Talking about Tanaka as well. The leadership of Tanaka's kind of promoting, especially in that middle of the park. And that he did kind of tell Melier how to play. Now that was the word that the journalist did give, not me. That was the word that he used. That he basically Tanaka told Melier how to play. And what does Fark see in Tanaka going forward? He has that kind of, you know, captain inside him, if that makes sense. That was the vibe, yeah. Journalists from Japan, etc., have been trying to get questions out now, but very hard to understand because we all don't speak Japanese. I think it'd be great to speak Japanese, but we don't. More or less, that's really it. That's everything that I picked up from Fark.
It's good, Dylan. Like, going back to what you were saying there, obviously, about our injury record this season, it has been good. Now, we did have two big ones when you look back to Ampadu and Gruev. Like, there were two big hits that we got then, and they
at the time
season defining. Dylan really
correct.
Only for Tanaka and Rotwell came in and took to it like a duck to water and done brilliantly well when they came in to cover Ampadu and Gruev. So when you look at it, we have had our fair share of injuries this season. It's just the squad is more rounded, isn't it? It's like when someone is out injured, you people coming in. We've seen Firpo out for a bit as well. We've seen Sam Boyram come in more than capable than being covered there. Yeah, it doesn't give you what Firpo gives you, but we know what he gives you, 7, 8 out of 10 every single game. So, yeah, look, it's been good, Dylan, like that. And fingers crossed it goes well, because obviously the international break now in March, that's massive. That's massive, Dylan, isn't it? To make sure everyone kind of comes back from that unscathed and unhurt. That's what I'd be looking for, because the international break, I think we can all agree, last season really done us in, didn't it, when the Welsh boys came back. Obviously, Rotterdam had to get his hernia operation then as well, so that really seemed to do us in our run in towards the end of the season. But it's like what the caption says, like, it just feels like it's starting to heat up now, doesn't it, Dylan? It feels like we're really kind of starting to get down to the business end of the season. Like, the games are going to be coming thick and fast now. Every point matters. It's the pressure on the lads though as well. That's why I don't want to kind of get to. I think we'd be all be comfortable, including the players, if Sheffield United were just more or less off, if you get me. But as I said, it's the moral of the story, lads. We need to concentrate on our game. We need to keep putting points on the board. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I'm not taking a draw ain't good enough tomorrow. We need to win. For me, anyway. Say would I take a draw if I knew the rest of the outcome of all the other fixed results? I'd say if I knew, but at the minute, definitely no, I wouldn't be. Yeah, I agree. Danny says, wow, I remember the first game. I remember Danny Hewitt. Imagine someone had said to the two of us then, you'd be at 1,500, this time coming the end of February. Definitely not. So yeah, lads, again, please don't forget smash a like and subscribe on the video. Really help us out there. The channel is flying. Never expected to be getting anywhere near as far as what we are at the minute. So yeah, loving everybody's support. Carl says, hey up lads, so nervous for tomorrow night, but we are the favourites. MOT. I'm the same as well, Carl. Every Leeds fan I'm talking to seems to be the same sort of feeling, Dylan, doesn't it? Within the fan base, a little bit nervous, and I think it's probably a lot to do with Sheffield United winning again yesterday. It's keeping the pressure on. Just seeing them go back top, the whole mentality side, but just to see them go ahead of us, I know it's the game in hand and that. But for me, you'd rather the points on the board, wouldn't you, than the game in hand? So it's massive game tomorrow. And like you said, Dylan, I can't see Sunderland coming to Elland Road and sitting back. They've some brilliant players. We'll get into Sunderland a little bit more as we go on in the video, but they've some great players, Dylan, who can really hurt us. Touch on this here. Sean Healy says, all right lads, I'm a very sad boy. Anyone that keeps up with Irish football, Shamrock Rovers and Bohemians were on today, first league game of the season, and the mighty Bows bet Shamrock Rovers won. Go on the Bows! To start off a good. And I wouldn't mind, Sean, I only seen your message. John did text me. He called me a Bow scum and Rovers would win, and I just sorry to hear that, Sean. My condolences are with you and your Rovers team. Callum from LUFC passing. Go check Callum out as well, lads. He has got his own YouTube channel, so go over there and share the love over there. Big game, lads. Have to win. That's the feeling. It's the same sort of. Anyone else not feeling like that? It seems to be the same sort of rhetoric, Dylan, doesn't it? In the comments that everyone's saying the same thing, that it seems to be that this is the big game, look, and we have to win. Danny says, Darren, you seem a bit quiet for me. Dillo is fine. Oh, sorry, Danny. I was actually just listening to Dillo. Sorry about that. I'm actually a bit tired today. But it's been a couple of days. We've had a couple of days rest, haven't we, Dillo?
I wouldn't call it rest, but I've definitely had a few days off. Wouldn't necessarily say rest now, lads.
Emord says, draw probably ends Sunderland's chances, beat the Blunts, and then we're nearly there. That's it, Ian, though, isn't it? That's the big one. Like, I'd even take a draw tomorrow night with Sunderland. No, we don't want to hear that, but if we could draw Sunderland and beat the Blades, I'd love that. I really, really would love that. But yeah, definitely not draw tomorrow and then lose to the Blunts. That would really, the cracks will start to appear then, Dylan, wouldn't it? So I don't want that to happen.
Sure
Very
would.
bad armour for tomorrow night. Yeah, it's not good, Sean. Not good at all.
No, that's just because Rovers lost.
Let's get into any lads at opposition watch. So obviously it is Sunderland. To be honest with you, lads, they're probably the team that you asked me the question a couple of weeks ago. Out of Burnley, Sheffield United, and Sunderland, who do you fear most? And I said Sunderland, and the reason I do think Sunderland is because they have a lot of young players in that squad, and sometimes with young players, they're young, they're naive, they haven't really been hurt yet. They're only starting their footballing careers, and sometimes that can be dangerous because they can just go out and play with freedom. And I've actually enjoyed watching Sunderland play this season. The two fullbacks in Serkin and Troy Hume are brilliant. I don't think they're as good as Fairbaugh and Bogle, but they're two really, really solid fullbacks as well. You've got Chris Rigg in the middle of the park, who think he has a high ceiling and a great career ahead of him. Joe Bellingham, we know exactly what he can do. Box-to-box midfielder, can score goals. Patrick Roberts, you have Isidore up front. You have Lafee there as well. They've a really, really strong squad, Dylan. Really great group of players as well. So it ain't going to be an easy test tomorrow, and I do think there's going to be battles all over the park tomorrow. And we'll obviously get into our predictions, but I think the one goal wins. I can't see many goals in it tomorrow. But let's get into it, lads. So this is the last five. Let me get that opposition banner out of your way. So lines up with this for Leeds United. Obviously, that loss in there was Millwall in the FA Cup, so not counting that. But Leeds United have been in formidable form, Dylan, haven't they, of late in the league? Just, scoring goals, not conceded, solid at the back, and probably not getting the plaudits we deserve defensively because...
Look at that 7-0 when I carried it. I was at that.
Just looks mad, isn't it? Mad. But then Sunderland then, as you can see there, lads, in a good bit of form. Won 3 out of the last 5 and haven't lost. Some decent wins in there as well. Obviously, the Plymouth one, the 2-2 draw, not great. Probably should have been winning that one, but, beating Borough 3-2, that was a good one as well. And then, obviously, beating Luton 2-0 out as well. So, they're a decent side, Dylan. They're not going to be easy. They're not going to roll over and let us kind of rub their bellies and push them aside. So, I think it's going to be a very, very tough game against them.
Middlesbrough are a tough side. That's another game for us.
The one of them at the start of the season, I worried about Middlesbrough. I thought they would have been up there pushing a little bit more than what they actually are. They've seen like they've tapered off a little bit. So let's get into the head-to-head then with Leeds and Sunderland and over the last couple of years in the Championship. So you see, this goes back to the 19th of August 2017. Leeds United won 2-0. A 1-1 draw then at Elland Road. A 1-0 loss at the Stadium of Light. I remember that one last season. Not a good game. That one. Leeds were very, very poor that day. 0-0 draw then. And then obviously the 2-2 draw then back in October with the Elland Melier howler. And then I had to throw that picture in there. Gary Kelly giving Michael Bridges an L slide tackle. I thought that was a cracking out picture. So I had to...
It was actually a good foul. So just talking about the Melier one. It was only annoying me, to be honest with you. I closed my eyes for a minute just to kind of calm myself down.
Yeah, but look at Dylan. I was kind of thinking about Melier today and what kind of sort of mindset is he going to be going into this game tomorrow. Obviously, the biggest mistake of the season, you're playing that team again. It can be one of them where you can get into your psyche a little bit. Look, the last time we played these, I made the mistake. I'm hoping tomorrow he's going out and he's just, he wants to go, I'm going to give him my 10 out of 10 performance, saves and a big chance are going to come. So let's be real, Sunderland are going to have chances against us. So we are going to need Elland Melier tomorrow.
It'll show, it'll prove a lot, Darren, about Melier now going into this game because, as you said there, the journalists were asking the questions to Fark. Me and you were talking about it. We're not the only ones of the Leeds United content community be talking about it. People are watching here. It's definitely in the back of their heads. Every single person looking at this fixture knows what Melier done. But I'm just hoping that Melier can right his wrongs. And as I said, it'll show a lot about his character and his motivation and commitment to this team. If he goes out and basically doesn't have a great game, if anything, he should be going out. An okay game, but definitely not a bad game.
Yeah, I agree. Emor says here, we did a spying mission and Sunderland content creators. They did think that Sunderland won't keep a clean sheet. Yeah, that's. I think with Leeds is firepower as well. Like we should really be expecting Leeds to score, don't we? And Sunderland, they're not too solid at the back, decent enough at the back, but obviously not as solid as Leeds and Burnley. So there's definitely opportunities for us to get at them. But vice versa, it's the same as well, Dylan. They definitely have some great players to get at us as well. So it's one of them. I think the Battle of the Park, we'll obviously get into it, Dylan, about the opposition, but I think that middle park is going to be massive tomorrow. Sunderland manager, as Mez's mate, Labrie is definitely maybe
that annoyed me.
A lot of smiles and laughs. Let's just take a look at the league table, lads, at the minute. It's obviously hurt me a little bit pinning this one up, but obviously with Sheffield United winning 1-0 to Luton, they have gone back to the top of the championship table. You obviously seen Leeds, brilliant goal difference there, plus 47, and a point behind Sheffield United. So win tomorrow, we do go back on top, level on points, and then that game at Bramble Lane is a massive. Oh, so but even if you look down, Dylan, further down the table, I had to show Watford as well. Look how tight it is for the playoff positions as well, and even goes to Middlesbrough down in 11th spot. I think they're 20, or I think they're 44 as well. So they're not too far off the playoffs as well. So it's really, really starting to heat up over across the championship, and this is it now. These, for me, you know, you've 12, 13 games left to go. Over these next 5-6 games, you know, half of them, that's massive. This is going to determine where your season is going to go. So it's that big. And I'm probably being a bit dramatic, but for me, it's these next run of fixtures are absolutely massive for us. Sunderland are unbeaten at Elland Road in the last 7 visits, but they were the best team in the division by far. Yeah, John, look, that's not a stat that I wanted to hear tonight, Dillo, is it?
No, you were just at the saying there, like, you're putting a lot of pressure on me in my head, like. Now, John coming out with statements like that. I enjoyed the few days off, but I really don't need it right now. I don't need all this kind of. Everyone who's relaxed, we're going to win. We're going to win, okay? My
Do you
God.
think that, though? Are you confident that we win?
No, I'm not confident. I'm not confident. I'm never confident.
Let us know in the chat, lads, if you are confident for tomorrow's fixture.
I think that's because we're telling Road. I'm a bit more confident. To be fair, I am. Yeah. I just feel like it's that in the back of my head. I don't know about you. You know, Sheffield United playing and making a statement on right now. Leeds have to wait till Monday to play. Look, we'll just do our bit. That's all we can do. And they've done it. And you know, now we're waiting tomorrow. Will Leeds have the guts, the audacity, and the commitment to come out and just go? It doesn't matter that she's at the top of the league. We're going to take it back off you now. Sort of stuff. It's the vibe I'm getting. I just want
that's it, Dylan.
I don't want.
We have to do it.
Yeah, look, they're humans at the end of the day, and they're going to feel some sort of pressure. I get that. I don't know. It's just it's a weary one. It's definitely a weary one. But I'm buzzing all the same. I am buzzing. I hope the match reaction for me and you when we do come back is that I'm going to be jumping up and down like a lunatic, screaming, "Do, we bet Sunderland." You know, but I'm going to hold off. I'll hold off until then.
Let's hope so. Danny says, you won't believe my score prediction. Give it to us, Danny. Give it to us, because you're nearly fairly on the button with them. Emor said, when was the last time Sunderland beat us at Elland Road? Good question. I'm going to have to check that one out, and I'll come back to you and I'll bang it in the old Google and check it out now. I'm going 2-1 Leeds. It will be hard, but we will just nick it. That's what I'm thinking as well. Wait till you say, I think it's going to be a goal that wins it. I can't see any team running away with it. You never know in football, though, do you? Like, remember when we played Ipswich at Elland Road last season, I was saying the same thing as well. It's going to be a tough game, you know, it's going to be one goal either side, and we went and we slapped them 4-0. So you never know with football, but it just has that little jittery, nervous feeling to it, Dylan, doesn't it, tomorrow? The Sunderland manager wouldn't inspire you, I would say so. I called strike not starting the last game. You did, buddy. I remember that, Carl, you did. How are you lads feeling about whether he comes back in tomorrow? Let's get into it, Dylan, because I think it's a very, very interesting topic, the starting lineup tomorrow. It's obviously something that we had a bit of a barney about last week, the midfield pairing. I'm gonna let you have this one, Dylan, but I think tomorrow Gruev and Tanaka needs to start in there. I just think we have to be very, very cautious of their midfield, and they've got some brilliant players running through the middle of the park, the likes of your Joe Bellingham.
So leave Amadou with the back.
I think so, Dylan.
Okay.
I think so. I think it's been working with him and Rodon, so I wouldn't be inclined for a big game like this to bring Strike back in, and this is going to answer your question as well, Carl. I don't think it's the game to bring Strike back in just in case, because we've been doing brilliantly well with Rodon and Ampadu back there. We've been keeping clean sheets. They've been defensively very, very good. So I think it'd be a bit of a mad decision to bring Strike back in there. And I think in midfield, and then he has to go with Gruev and Tanaka. I really, really do. Them two boys breaking up the play. I more prefer them away from home, but I just think this is a big game tomorrow. And I don't want to be negative, but I just think we have to be very cautious on where they are there midfield, because they can break on us very quick.
I'm baffled as you say. We have to start.
Or not?
Baffled.
I know. I was thinking about it all day.
I think
you know,
Ampadu should. I'm only winding up. No, money less. No, money
flip
less.
flop on me now. Yeah,
No,
no,
when
I
it-
do.
when
I kind of have to take the hat off. Look, it's like Ampadu's still a better footballer for me than Gruev. But I just think tomorrow, Dylan, I think we need that. We need that in there. Don't start. I think we need that in there, Dylan, in the middle of the park, 100%. Just that little bit of grit. Gruev gives it to us. Tanaka 100% gives it to us. So I'd like to see the two of them starting there. Leave it as is. Ampadu roll on because it's working. So why change it? It's not broken. Do you know what I mean? So I just think leave it as is. As much as I like striking at the start of the season, I was saying that he was my player of the year. Performed brilliantly well since his injury, since he came back in, hasn't quite got back to that level. So I think tomorrow will be a little bit of a risk bringing him back in for such a big game. But it just depends how they're performing at training, doesn't it?
I think Rotwell and Tanaka should play.
I don't know. I think it's risky. Let us know what you was thinking in the comments, lads, because I think me and Dylan are going to disagree on this one. I know what you mean at Elland Road because we've seen it, Dylan. They've been brilliant at Elland Road, the both of them. I just think for tomorrow, it's a big game, Dylan. It's a big game, and we need that little bit more solidness in the middle of the park for me. I think it could be won and lost in there.
I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, well, maybe you're right, yeah. But no, it is a weird one to call. There's so many ideas going through my head and what's going to happen and what's not likely to happen and what's not likely to happen. But I'm getting to the point now. It's just the strike ones that are going to throw me off. Carl's at the throne. Spanner in the mix there for me.
Yeah.
Because who's to say that maybe if fact does go, I'm going to throw him in there. I don't know.
That's it. You just don't know. That's what I was trying to rack my brain out. So let us know. Like
Carl keeps doing this. He keeps doing this.
Let us know in the comments, guys. 1973 was it? That's a good start. Love that one, Ian. Fair play to you, buddy. That it was a good one. Danny says I'm going 4-0 tomorrow only because I've gone 2-0 and 3-0 recently, and they've scored more. So 4-0 Leeds. I would take that every day of the week. That would be so good if we could beat them 4-0 tomorrow. Hi lads, last time we played Sunderland, Solomon, Tanaka, Rotwell, etc. were only settling in. I think we'll win tomorrow. By the way, the Blunt's goal was offside yesterday. I seen it actually, Michael. I only seen it today. I had it up on live score yesterday, seeing that they scored. It felt inevitable. I was just waiting for it to come up when we found that they were after scoring. But I only seen the goal back today and it looked offside, and I suppose it's just in the championship, isn't it? No
robbery, man. I'll just try. You had to put me above him. I didn't even know that. Didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was
hey, look, this is what I'm saying. We need to go out and do our. Look, it's just typical, isn't it? It's just typical to be Leeds fan. We'll go out now and lose 2-1 against Sunderland.
But like Michael Dillon, he has a good point in here as well when he says about Solomon, Tanaka, Rotwell, because when you do go back to that Sunderland game, obviously, Solomon was only settling in. That's when we were talking about sending them back in January. Tanaka was only had to come in. And if I'm sure, Michael, I think that was Rotwell's first game. I think that was his first start for Leeds. I'm nearly sure it was, and I remember thinking him and Tanaka done brilliantly well in there, which he did, and looked at again only for a blunder from Melier, we would have taken all 3 points at the stadium. Like Amy Clark's going 2-1 Leeds, so she's going with a tight game. Danny Talksport says, don't think Strike plays till after the Sheffield United game. That's my thinking as well, Danny. What do you think, Dilo?
Sorry, I don't know, to be honest with you. I feel I think he's just trying to get minutes into his legs at the minute. That's the vibe on, yeah.
Do you think it's a risk, though, to bring him back in, Dylan, tomorrow?
Like start him, like...
If the team sheet comes out tomorrow and Strike is starting...
I don't... It's not that I don't want him to start. I want him to start. But I don't think he's ready to start. And, like, you keep throwing in my head there as well. Like, don't change something that's not broke.
That's just...
Why are we taking that risk with Strike?
Because that's if we do. Imagine we do, like, we take Ampadu out of there, put him back in midfield, say, with Tanaka. Strike goes back to centre-half. We can see a couple of goals tomorrow night, then the blame's going to go straight on Dana Fark saying,
I'll blame
what did
Ampadu.
you change it for? Why? Because he's actually been taking out defence. Like, he's done solid since he's got in there, so you can't blame him. Like, do you know what I mean? And the reason why he's the better player as well, because he can play midfield and he can play centre-half as well. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. John Redmond.
You ever see that, lads? I caught a big one.
You got me there. John Redmond says, I think we're forgetting that we should have beaten them in Sunderland. We should have, John. That's it. We should have done it, apart from a blunder. And do you know what, lads? Like, just every time I watch Burnley play, I just look at James Trafford and I think if we had him in nets, we'd be basically home and Dylan, wouldn't we? Like, what a goalkeeper. What a goalkeeper. Sorry, 2010 in the Premier League. Didn't know that in, so thanks for correcting us on that one. 2-1 Bent and Henderson. Yeah, Jordan Henderson was still with them at the time. That's crazy. Darren, when you say Ampadu was the better player, do you mean on FIFA stats? Look at the proofs in the pudding, lads. I think Ampadu was a better player than Gruev. Gruev wouldn't be able to play centre half like the way Ampadu does. More dynamic footballer. Yeah, you rub your eye there. Stay quiet. Carl Hennessy says, I'd like Strike to come back in tomorrow with Isidore, Trey, and Amps on Tanaka in midfield. Amps on Tanaka in midfield. Yeah, Isidore is a big one, buddy, tomorrow, isn't he? He's going to be the real Trey. I think for them going forward, he's a real poacher. Goal scorer, strong, heavy, dynamic as well, Dylan. So I think Rodon and Ampadu will have a big task on hands. So if it is Strike, like that's the risk, though, isn't it? You're bringing Strike in, and is he going to be 100% fully fit? Ready for that battle? I'm not too sure, lads. This is the one that.
One thing for sure, don't bring Strike in and play Tanaka and Gruev. Definitely not.
Yeah.
110% not a chance.
So
I'm against that.
You think
I'm against
Tanaka
that.
in midfield isn't now?
Definitely. Only kind of, yeah, 100%. Definitely. Tanaka. No, wait, hold on now. No, Gruev and Ampadu. That's what I said, yeah.
You said Gruev and Tanaka. You didn't want Gruev
Sorry,
and Tanaka.
I meant to say Gruev and Ampadu.
You don't want Gruev and
Sorry.
Ampadu in midfield, yeah.
It's not that it doesn't work. It's too defensively.
Yeah.
Ampadu, like, what he does best, to be fair. You know, he's good at his passing. He tries to think it over. He's good at breaking up the play. But so is Gruev. You don't need that. You don't need two of them to do the same job. Let one in there. And I think Tanaka could be the man for me. But, yeah, look. If Strike was fully fit and he was on great performance, personally, the lineup I would go for. It's not going to happen, obviously, but would be Strike in there. Then I would go with Ampadu. It's a home game and Tanaka. I would. I think Gruev is better for away games. Truthfully. That's me not winding you up, but that's me telling you the truth.
Really?
But Gruev is a better player overall.
Because that's an interesting one, because I'm thinking Gruev tomorrow. Really am, just to give us a little bit of solidity in there tomorrow, a bit of solidness. Michael says it was his first game. I remember that, and I remember his interview before that. What impressed me so much about Rotwell at the time, Michael, when he was obviously asked about the chance that he's getting, and he said, look, it's unfortunate, it's what's happened to the Amps and Gruev. He said, but I'm here to do a job and stake my claim and you know, get me foot in the door of this team. It was a brilliant interview. If you haven't seen it, try and go back and find it. I'm sure it's somewhere. But even before he played that game with him, I said, that's someone that really wants to come in here and, you know, stake a claim and stamp their authority, and he did. He was brilliant, and he has been brilliant. Watch our link. Yeah, Danny, pop your link in there, buddy. Let the lad know yours. Ian Ward says, both very tidy footballers, Gruev and Amps. Yeah, I don't disagree. Just Ampadu's better. Gruev played centre-back and left-back for his country. I just don't think he could do it for Leeds, buddy. I just don't think he could do it for Leeds. Actually, really good question here from John Redmond, Dylan. We'll put this to you guys in the chat as well. If we get a penalty tomorrow, who takes it?
Joe Perro.
Has to be, doesn't it?
It's the obvious one. Definitely.
Has to be. Yeah, I agree 100%. I think Strike should be off them now, because he missed against.
Well, like, yeah, but that's the thing.
He missed Blackburn, didn't he? He
Yeah.
missed against Blackburn away, didn't he? Yeah, missed Blackburn away. Yeah.
If Pierro's not on the pitch, Strike is. Who takes it then?
Yeah.
That's the problem. We haven't got a. But then at the same time, like, he only missed one penalty. And I shouldn't be missing them, but like at the end of the day, like.
No, sorry, it was Cardiff. It wasn't Blackburn, Dylan. Blackburn scored the penalty.
It wasn't Cardiff. It was Millwall.
Yes, but Strike missed one at Cardiff as well.
Oh, did he?
He missed one at Cardiff, the game that I was at. And then he.
We must have been drunk at that, wasn't
Then he missed against Millwall. We won 2-0, but Strike missed the penalty that day. They got sent off. They were down to 10 men.
Oh, the away one. The away Cardiff.
The away Cardiff one.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
The away Cardiff. Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you, brother. I'll sub now. And John Pirro. John Pirro. No, John Pirro, no party.
What a man.
Pirro all day long. Moore says Pirro all day long. Yeah, I think it has to be. 100%. Jody Cullen says, even the lads, I'm going 2-1 Leeds. Think we're getting comfortable. A lot of goal opportunities missed. That's it. I think it's probably one chance, one goal tomorrow, Dylan, isn't it? That's the way I'm looking at it. We have to take our chances when they come. Pirro's off and Pascal is on the pitch. I'd give it to Mez.
He's on the wind up.
Has anyone right? I actually only seen there on Twitter because I tried to take a couple of days away from social media as much as I could. But I seen there on Twitter there's a video doing the rounds. Obviously, we know Bamford's out now for 10 days, but there's a video doing the rounds that he's in some sort of trampoline place.
I seen that.
Is it old footage, new footage?
Yeah.
Is it true? Is it not him at all?
I deleted the app.
And I
Top's
don't know
gone.
if it's true though, Dylan. I was having to look through the comments and everyone's like, no, I can't believe it. But I'm like, you need to take these things with a pinch of salt though, don't you? Because you don't know if it's from before. Do you know what I mean? And someone just basically just throwing it in there. Is it Paddy Bamford at all? Like, I'm not too sure, but it'd be an interesting one to.
Has anyone actually seen that, lads? Let us know in the comments. Or
Yeah.
can clarify for us, because I was really annoyed. I deleted X off my phone. Still haven't re-downloaded it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see Amy Clark says hardly, yeah. So yeah, I'm not too sure, but I'd like to know if it is true or not. Dylan, let's go to the full-back positions. Bogle for me, 100% has to start at right back tomorrow. He's been absolutely brilliant. I'd worry about their full-backs a little bit as well. Circling on that left-hand side. He's capable of getting forward for them. He's capable of hurting us. Troy Hume as well on the right-hand side as well. Be something that I'll be looking at as well, because he links up really good with Patrick Roberts. We know him from watching him his time at Celtic as well. Really, really good footballer. Junior Firpo has a job in his hands tomorrow, doesn't he?
Big job on his hands. Will he be able to do it? Maybe is it a show for Boyum to jump in there?
This what my next question is going to be.
I'm gonna like it, to be fair.
I don't
I'm
know.
liking-
I have a feeling he might go with Boyrum tomorrow. I think Fark might go with Boyrum tomorrow.
Just let
I don't know.
Bogle and James run the wings on that side.
Mm.
Yeah, I like it there.
I just think with
Yeah,
Boyrum
I'm
being
liking
a
it.
little bit more solid, he's not going to want to get forward. He's not going to want to, overexpose us. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just think this is Fark's way of thinking. Is what it's not what I want to see. I want to see us, be attacking and go pound for pound and go at them. That's the way I want to see football played. But trying to get myself into Fark's way of thinking and what he's going to do tomorrow, and I just wouldn't be surprised if I see Boyrum come in for Fairpo tomorrow, just to be a little bit more solid on that left hand side.
Honestly, that is a good shout there. Now.
Mm.
I'm liking Boyum. I know Firpo gives you that attacking, but maybe just for a bit of kind of comfort, if that makes sense, that Boyum does go back there. Like, going out as well, like, if imagine if he did start Crew Evan and Ampadu in the middle of the park, striking back, and then Boyum. We're two defensive. What, 82 defensive?
Yeah.
So
I
maybe.
think that's probably that's the position that we look at. So that centre half position where Ampadu is, the two in the middle of the park, and then I think there's a slight question mark over left back. I think everywhere else picks itself. You have to go with Dan James tomorrow, Dylan, don't you? You have to go with Manar Solomon. Brendan Aronson, I think he's going to be massively important tomorrow, and then you have to go with Joel Pirro as well. So it's just a couple of question marks, isn't there? Like one or two positions of like who's going to come in. He might go unchanged. He might just go unchanged and leave it as is. But yeah, I think there might be something in that left back position tomorrow. Let us know what you guys think in the comments as well. But I have a feeling it might be Byron tomorrow. Byron, that is.
Oh, I don't even want to read this. I know this is going to be a strange bit.
I presume this is Danny from Not Another Leeds podcast. Lads, would you rather let us for fingers or when you fart it sounds like you?
Oh, definitely fart.
Yeah, definitely.
Imagine when you're absolutely like, just in such bad form and work and you feel a fire coming on. You try to like not let anyone hear it, and it's real soft and just Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, no, Woody Woodpecker. Definitely. Yeah. At least you gave it a crack out of it. Lettuce for fingers now. Yeah, no, I'd go with the fart.
Yeah. Danny says he might play Gruev to Mark Bellingham. That's what I think, Danny. That's what I think tomorrow. Gruev will be tasked with that job to watch Bellingham, because we know he's box to box. And I remember at the stadium a lot, Dylan, he was getting an awful lot of joy in there, wasn't he? Around that number 10 position, he wasn't being picked up. And if he had his shooting boots on that day, it could have been a totally different match as well, because he had a lot of opportunities picking up the ball at the edge of our box, just not being tracked. We can't allow that to happen tomorrow. Definitely not. We need to be on it tomorrow. Richard Hogan says only position is either Gruev or Rotwell. Yeah, is there a show for Rotwell to come in, Dylan?
Yeah.
You mentioned Rotwell there. What the back of what is it?
Rotwell and Tanaka, go for it, lads.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So you think then? So obviously we've spoke about Boyrum then. So you don't want to go too defensive either. So you don't want to go Boyrum. You don't want to go Gruev and Tanaka as well. You don't want to be like too defensively, solid where we're not kind of getting forward and inviting pressure on the other side of it as well.
If we're too defensively, Darren, what
do you
happens
just
is
take a risk in one of them positions? Do you say, right now I'm going to go a little bit more solid in midfield and go with me Firpo, or do you go, no, I'm going to go more solid on that side because Patrick Roberts and Troy Hume, let him defend that side, and then in the middle of the park, then I know what Rotwell and Tanaka can do then, and know that
let the shackles of Rotwell and Tanaka, let the two of them boys go. You're going back to what we said about Gruev and Ampadu. There was such a big miss when we injured. The two boys came in and done a serious job in that midfield role, and really did kind of throw a spanner in the work when it came to Daniel Fark. Now since then, Gruev's come back and he's been solid and I've loving him and etc. But again, we think Boyer maybe is the man for tomorrow. To knock out Rotwell and leave Ampadu and Roland obviously back. If it's too many defensive players on, we all know straight away Tanaka ends up dropping back and Ampadu looks to slow the thing down to where it's really dead. Like the way I'm speaking now, you're dead. So it just doesn't. And it just drives me mad. And I think we need to go for the juggler. Oh, we have, look, I know we got Watford 4-0, Cardiff 7-0. But we want more. We want more. That's the way I
think
am.
it's just keeping the train going, Dylan, isn't it? Like, I think tomorrow it sends out, and we always kind of seem to say this every game that sends out a statement, But I really do believe that tomorrow, Dylan, if we can beat Sunderland tomorrow at Elland Road, that more or less puts them out of that playoff picture, barring a miracle, a massive turnaround. That kind of pushes them to one side, and then it's kind of left to us, Burnley and Sheffield United. But it sends out a message to them as well that like Leeds aren't going away. Like you can see Wilder, he's already starting to play these mind games, saying, all Leeds have the best squad in the league and there's a reason why they're top, and as if like this kind of rhetoric that they're kind of overachieving and that's why they are, and Leeds should have already kind of ran away with the league, that we should be somewhere like 10 to 15 points ahead of them. So the mind games are starting to kick in now with Chris Wilder as well. So I think it's just one of them where we need to do our job, tick the box and pass it back to them and go, right, you go and do yours. But if we win tomorrow, how tasty is that fixture going to be at Bramble Lane next week? Either way,
it's good. It'll be good, like considering Rovers lost as well. So I'm just going to put it on the icing on the cake for me anyway. No, but look now it is. It's putting a statement, as you said, and it's letting Sheffield United know that, look, he's a top. As I said, we're here not to mess around and we're going back up. We're going top again. But then, like that as well, I think it'll only give the boys that start to believe it's going to be the season. It's going to be the season. But then, as I said, we could go out and beat Sunderland 3-0 and we're all buzzing, and then 2 weeks later we go against, I don't know, someone in the bottom half of the team. In the league, sorry.
Well, we'll take a look at our next five. I know, anyway, we've got obviously Sunderland tomorrow night. We've got, my phone is dead. We've got Sheffield United then the following Monday. Then we've got West Brom.
It's 3 tough fixtures.
Like the next 3 alone, Dylan, for me are like very, very tough. Let's take a look at the ones that.
So if Sunderland,
Millwall then as well, is it? Because we're into March.
No, it's West Brom, Portsmouth, and Millwall.
And that Millwall one as well, Dylan, like that's again, like that's not going to be.
They're even Portsmouth. Well. Even Portsmouth away, like.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
They're all. Go on.
They all just feel tough, don't they? Danny says Enzo De Ferdi against Bogle as well. Enzo Lafay is a very, very good footballer as well. There's some right footballers in this Sunderland team. Michael says Firpo has to go with Solomon because Solomon is right footer. Yeah, I agree 100%. I'm trying to get myself into Fark's way of thinking. Michael, will he go a little bit more defensively? I'm not too sure. Think it's either Gruev or Boyer. I think he probably sticks with the same team. He's been playing well. Let's go. Let's get the first goal. Wouldn't drop Firpo. That means Gruev starts. Yeah, I like it. I like that way of thinking. I'm just thinking if there is a show for anyone, could possibly buy him. That's my thinking anyway. Ian Ward, if we win, Sunderland and Burnley are out of the picture. And if we lose, they are all in the picture. That's it. Spot on, isn't it? Plain and simple. That is exactly it. Same 11 tomorrow, lads. Definitely and rightly so. Yeah. Is there a shout, Stephen, for Byron to come into left back to be a little bit more solid against Patrick Roberts? Let us know what you think, buddy. I think if we win tomorrow night, then next week is a big letdown. But ourselves, Sheffield United will want to at least get a point to keep the gap. That's it, Richard, then, isn't it? Because you'd imagine then he'll go out there and he'll just say, just don't lose to Leeds. We'll keep doing our job. 10 points from them 5. I think we need a bit more than that, Danny. Jam is in the building. Hope you're keeping well, buddy. Evening, lads. Season defining games coming up. I'm super confident. That's it, Dylan, isn't it? Season defining.
Love the confidence, Jam. Love the confidence, buddy.
Massive. And Shane Kavanagh says Gruev 100% starts. I think we're all agreeing on Gruev, Dylan, aren't we? Because he was so good against Watford, wasn't he? He was brilliant in there.
I'm not agreeing. I think well.
That's mad.
I think Stevens is just had to put it up there, but I have been saying it.
Yeah, you could argue Rotwell for Gruev, but let's play it safe tomorrow. When we beat Sunderland, they're out of the automatic promotion race. Yeah, it's mad. It's a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it, as well, in the chat as well, what people are thinking as well. Like, there obviously is, there's that.
In Fark we trust. Whatever Fark goes with, firmly believe it, within reason.
Yeah, I agree as well. Let's touch on the bench then a little bit before we kind of wrap it up, and then we'll obviously get the lads in the comments chat as well. The two winger positions, Dylan, we always seem to talk about Solomon and James, and I think rightly so. The two of them have to start tomorrow night. They've been outstanding, brilliant. Rich Ray in form. Dan James, 10 goals for us as well this season. I think he's got 6 assists as well. Crazy numbers from him. But we still do have two very, very good footballers in Ramazani and Nanto on the bench as well. Is it about time that the two of them start pulling up their socks a little bit and just showing a little bit more when they're coming on? I think it's needed.
I think, the Nanto one is kind of frustrating for me. I think I've made that clear more or less really every video when I came up on topic. Do we expect a bit too much from him? It's a possibility. But Dan James, if you had said to me that Dan James would have been our starter week in, week out, I would have said no. Not saying that he wouldn't have started, but not as much as he is. But he's on fire. And I think that's just way too much for Nanto to trying to catch up with. There's a player in there, obviously I'm not saying that at all, but this championship is a completely different league to the Premier League, and maybe Nanto just can't find his feet in it.
Yeah.
Ramazani, was good apart from when he got his injury. Ever since, he just seems to be coming on, he's making his cameos, he's trying to forcing it as well at times, and you could say more or less trying to be greedy at times. But yet again, there's a player in him. It's just giving them that chance there. But then, they did get the chance.
I think that's what they do get their chance, and I think it's now because being out of cup games, they're not going to get the opportunity now. They're not going to get a full 90 minutes to, showcase their talent and, force and stake a claim to try and get back into this team. So it is going to be these little cameos now through these games, like Byron, Jesus, touch wood, and happens to Solomon and James, and one of them gets injured. But they're 10, 15 minutes cameo that they're getting on. They have to come on and make a massive impact, don't they?
They have to,
get back
and they haven't been.
into this team.
I have to agree. I'm not really surprised with Nando because he just hasn't been doing it. Ramzani now is it's just irritating me a little bit. There's a player in there. Hopefully now tomorrow you prove me wrong. Come on and score a hat trick. Don't mean me plays completely.
Steve Moore says, can't wait for the game tomorrow, lads. I'm absolutely buzzing some way as well, but there's the jitters in there as well, and I suppose they say nerves is a good thing, isn't it? Sure shows that Mars. Are you going to the game tomorrow, Stephen? Let us know. Buddy Jam says, league table doesn't lie, lads. Sunderland can be got at, and Sheffield United haven't been great. Everything clicking for us, everyone clicking into place for us. Clubs will fear us, definitely, and that's it. And I suppose, Jam, my only kind of counteract to that is the Sheffield United one is that we were saying the same thing last season against Ipswich as well, that they haven't been great, but they always seem to find the win, Dylan, don't they? Chris Wilder knows how to win. It
just likes to wind up Leeds fans. That's what it is. And I love when we wind them up. Like, you're going back to when he let us know about Bogle. As well. He was brilliant, But I think we'll have him. I actually think the Sheffield United game being easier game than this one.
I disagree.
Do you think so?
I disagree. Yeah. I disagree. The reason why I'm not... If this was at the Stadium of Life, I'd be absolutely bricking myself. But because it's at Elland Road, and we've been really good at Elland Road, it's given me a little bit of comfort that we're at home. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, well, I said that at the start.
I could see Elland Road being raw.
Electric.
I can see it being outstanding, probably the best atmospheres in the season, because it's starting to come to these crunch games now, and that's when Leeds fans really, get behind, and we see Elland Road come to life. So I can see the atmosphere being great tomorrow. So that's the thing that's giving me a little bit of comfort tomorrow at Elland Road. But then going to Bramble Lane, Dylan, they're going to want to get one over on us, because what we did to them at Elland Road, we were at the game, they didn't show up that day. We made an absolute tick out Chris Wilder, the whole stadium, chanting his name. We're still singing it to this day. So he's going to want to get his own back big time. Peacock White of LUFC says, can we see Ramazani start tomorrow? I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. You can't be taking Solomon and James. Byron, any kind of fitness, I think you have to start Solomon and James. They've been brilliant. But we beat Leicester. We did beat Leicester, and that's it. So let's hope we do it again. It's probably the thing about Fark as well, that we always kind of we always do put it up to the bigger teams.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. It's the little teams.
Against Sheffield, really, Danny. Yeah, I haven't even thought about that game yet, to be honest with you, Danny. I'm just trying to solely. I feel like I'm playing this game tomorrow.
Let's walk, lads. Let's walk before we know it. Everyone's going on about who we sign when we get into the Premier League. Let's just concentrate solely on one game at a time.
John says, even if we do lose tomorrow, it's not a disaster.
I think it will be, John. I think it will be. I'm being honest with you. I think it's just going to put a firework up Sheffield United.
I can see where he's coming from, though, Dylan. I can see where he's coming from. If we lose tomorrow, They're a point ahead of us, and then we play them the following Monday. If we beat them, we still have the gap back over them. I think the only disaster that would be then for us, John, is that you're letting Sunderland come back into the race, isn't it? So they'd kind of be given a glimmer of hope to get of automatics then, Dylan, wouldn't they? So I think tomorrow if we beat them, more or less pushes them aside. We go back to the top of the table, and then it's massive down at Bramble Lane as well. So
We just
yeah,
win
massive.
tomorrow and win next Monday. Just
This
we're
is
not
sounds
asking,
easy.
we're not
Just
asking
win.
for much. Just win.
Just
like.
win. Yeah, just win. Just keep winning. We only, what I'm thinking of, the Leedsy kind of psyche is starting to come into me now because we've been brilliant over the last couple of weeks. From scoring goals, we haven't been conceding.
But you're basically in the back of your head.
It always comes to an
In
end.
the back of your head, you were saying, "Would you will lose?"
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
all good things come to an end. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
That's, it's killing me, but that, like, that's the feeling.
I
If
know.
we can't beat Sunderland tomorrow night, it probably makes. If we can't beat Sunderland tomorrow night, it probably makes it too much for them. I agree with that. Bunny will just draw too many games to get top two. Pompey is tricky with an early kickoff. True, it is, and then we will beat Millwall. I hope so. We own Millwall one. Definitely own Millwall one. I want to beat them. Let's just win tomorrow night and go back top. It just sounds easy, doesn't it? Just win. Just win the game of football, lads. Even the draw puts Sunderland out of the race. Yeah, agree. Yeah, agree, buddy. Because they need to win tomorrow. For them, it's probably a must-win for Sunderland tomorrow, Dylan, for them to kind of have any hope in it. John is right, and if we lose against Sheffield United, then we're still going. Do you think so? I'll be breaking it, lads. I'll stick Joy Division on and start singing Leeds are falling apart again if we lose to draw or lose to Sunderland, then we lose to Sheffield United. I know it's not a disaster. Look, it can still be done mathematically, but jeez, be squeaky bum time then, wouldn't it? Them last 10, 11 games. I don't
Just,
even want to think of that. I don't even want to think
just
of
win. Just win.
that.
Just I know what the lads are trying to say, but lads, now Wembley, just win. Will you just get us out of this division? Like, simple.
The lads are trying to calm us down. Dilo, come on, let's get into it. Let's give us your score prediction, and everyone in the chat, give us your score prediction for tomorrow as well, and your goal scorers, so we can get everyone's actual thoughts of how we're really feeling. What are you thinking for tomorrow?
4-2. Leeds.
Goals. Really, yeah?
Mm.
Whoa.
Don't say 1-0. You keep saying that and it doesn't get any. It never happens.
I just think it's going to be a tight one, Dylan. I really do.
2-1. Like,
Just because you said, just because I think Sunderland are going to score.
yeah, so do I.
And it's the typical scoreline that everyone kind of gives, but I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds. I can't go Leeds to lose, but yeah, I think 2-1. Pirro, James to get the winner.
I'm gonna say Pirro. What did I say? 4.
You said 4.
Pirro to get 2, James and Bogle.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Ian Ward is picking 2 predictions here, 3-2 or 1-0.
Either way, I'll take either of them. I don't mind
Probably
Ian.
would have been mine. Yeah. Anything. Don't even care if it goes off anyone's arse and in the back of the net once we win that game. I think Michael's saying 3-0 maybe. I think 3-0 Leeds has it down every further on. 100% confident for tomorrow. Here, John. Love to hear it, buddy. Love to hear it. Let us know your scoreline, John, for tomorrow. Peacock White's Value FC says 2-1 Leeds. I'm going 2-1 as well. Richard Hogan says Fark special 2-0. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind a Fark special tomorrow. I don't even care if it's not entertaining Dylan once we win a game of football. 4-0. You're mad. Solomon DJ Bogle and Ampadu off. Ampadu scores, Dylan. You're getting it. You are getting it. Michael's going 3-0 Leeds. And then Shane Cavanagh's going 3-0 Leeds. Rodon gets a hat-trick of, imagine. Hat-trick of headers from Joe Roland. That would be absolutely crazy. Absolutely mental that would be. Easy is in the building. Big up, Beezy. Hope you're keeping well, brother. Keep on pretty well in midfield and we will be fine. Would you start him centre back though, Easy?
Do. Keep on do out. Do. No,
yeah. Jam's going, yeah, 1-0 Pirro. Yeah, I'll take it. Richard 60 says even Everton Stadium forced to host a game tomorrow evening, 10k in attendance. Everton under 18s and Wigan under 18s get down to Bromley more. I've actually seen them when we're flying into Leeds. It looks quality from the sky, I do have to say. But I've seen they've had a couple of issues with the floods and stuff like that. I think, remember, they got the bad weather that we had that time. I believe it was flooding and all. So, yeah, not good when you're spending billions of pounds on a new stadium.
Yeah, that's true.
John says don't like predictions with 2-0. Are you going to the game tomorrow, John? So John's going 2-0 Leeds. 2-0 Aronson will score, and then when we get to second, it will be Bourne. I don't mind, Carl, though, do you? I don't mind.
Take it.
I don't mind. Far can slap that handbrake on if he wants to. It's fine. Far can slap the handbrake on if he wants to. If it's 2-0 and we can win 2-0 and be absolutely boring for the last half an hour, I don't care. Once we take the win. He says, "Hi lads, we should have an unchanged lineup." Yeah, I don't disagree. I just me mind went off on a wander there today. Sitting there, I kind of had a half an hour to think to myself, and when I was thinking, I'm saying, what
Could be dangerous there.
Patrick, no chance.
Go on, Jam, I love it. Put that wooden
spoon.
spoon in and just keep stirring it up. I love it. Keep it going.
Anthony would have a much better chance to get a hat trick tomorrow. Dylan, I think that's it. And else to say before we wrap it up, bud?
No, love yous all. Hope everyone has a good start to the week. Hopefully Leeds will win. Yeah, more or less where it is. But thanks to everyone again. Like, comment, and subscribing. Really, really, really good. Me and Darren have a few things lined up along the way that we will mention in due course. But for now, it's all under hush hush, locked away, key, thrown in the sea, if you know what I mean. But thanks to everyone. Really love doing this. I love everyone in the chat.
Class, love it. Danny says, "Love your El Mago video." Do you know what, Danny? We love doing them. They're so good. Like, just enjoy going back over old Leeds memories and like that. We've loads that we want to do coming up and varying and that. But yeah, we just had to do El Mago. So shout out to Stephen Bourne as well, who did say do Pablo Hernandez. So that was for him. But really enjoyed that. Dillo, how are you feeling?
No.
No, because Leeds are playing tomorrow.
Leeds are playing tomorrow. No.
Peacocks, White's Evaluation says class dream name. Cheers.
Love the kind words, lads. Honestly, great community. Great community.
Thanks, lads. Talk tomorrow. Let's hope so, John. Yeah, we are back, lads. Before we do leave, let's run through it. We are back tomorrow for the match watch along, massive one. So make sure you pop in. We do try and make it as fun as possible and not very serious, kind of like the way the wrestling would be. We try and make it as fun, have a chat, get you guys involved. We do our fan halftime phone in as well. So we pop the link in the chat. You can pop on a halftime and give your halftime thoughts and have a chinwag about it. And then we have a little bit of crack on the way, whether Leeds win, lose, or draw. As I said, lads, we are 25 away from 1,500 subscribers, which is absolutely mental. So if you haven't already done so, please slap a like on that subscribe button. It really helps us out and gets us out there a lot more. So we really appreciate it. Need to watch the OLB Reacts as well. Looks like a great one. Yeah, if you haven't already done so, go check out OLB Reacts. It is something that we want to do. Something a little bit different. We kind of see all other...
Let us know in the comments as well, guys. Watch it and then come back to us. Let us know what else we should react to. Something that's good. So maybe that you've seen. Pointed us in the right direction. And you can see me and Darren slapping the head off each other. And it's... So.
Yeah, 100%. Danny says, do backward and Speedo. Yeah, they'd be good. Speedo would be a great one, wouldn't it? 100%. Few of them up our sleeves. Richard Hogan says, I'll pop in. Might flick over to Connor and Joe too. Yeah, 100%. Buddy, pop in and we'll have an old chat. We'd love to have you in and as many people as possible. Lads, look, that's it from OnlyLeedsBros again. Please, on your way out, don't forget, smash a like on the video and hit subscribe. And we'll chat you all again tomorrow night. Have a great week. Mind yourselves and mind each other. Let's hope it's a big one. Leeds.